do this.
Whoa!
Very fun.
Damn, look at these three guys.
Woo!
Are we over 40 or are we still in our 20s?
No, 23.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Welcome, guys. Welcome. This is my podcast called Two Handsome Guys in a Studio Full of Hope, hosting an interview with the amazing Jon Foreman and Matt Nathanson of Switchfoot and Matt Nathanson. So how are y'all?
Woo. Pretty good.
Busy?
I got up so early, I don't even know what day it is. I was just in Minneapolis and I got the earliest flight out of Minneapolis, which is 5:30 in the morning. And then I got here in time to take my kid to school.
Oh, this is good stuff. So wait, you actually flew home. You didn't pull the whole, I've been on the road, man. Honey, get the kid to school.
Dude, I wish.
No?
I wish that flew. I get none.
Yeah?
You know what I'm saying? It's just like get home and
Are you
take
still
your kid to
married?
school. Oh yeah, 32 years.
See, yeah. See, that's why I'm not, because maybe I did that too much. You know, I don't know. Jon, you're still married, right?
I am. I'm married to my first wife.
Dude, that's great.
And,
I like how he says first wife. Like, what are you trying to like shove in my face here, bro?
No, I think he's prepping us for maybe like if things go wrong, you know what I mean? Like maybe it's like an anticipatory, like not that I'm bringing down the bad omens, but this idea of like, I think it's a smart way to go. Then there's expectations.
I think it is too.
You know what
it's
I
kind
mean?
of like hey, Matt Nathanson. It's kind of like, I'm gonna say Matt Nathanson because he deserves it. Okay,
he's earned it.
It's kind of like when you're at meet and greet and someone's there and they're obviously been married, but they're like, you know what? I want a picture separate, you know, in case something happens. You know, I always see that and I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like, no, honey, stay over there. And they're like, what the fuck?
John,
We've been married for like.
Poor John just said, oh God,
sorry,
he didn't
John.
have any idea we were going to open that up.
Okay, check this out. Jon, I love you. I've known you for so many years and I've always been respecting and loving you from the side. But I was playing Disney because Jon and I do this gig at Disney. It's pretty cool, but I was walking back and I see you standing out. It must have been at like what, 7:30, 8 in the morning or something like that.
yeah.
And I walk and you're standing out there and you're with your kids and I'm like, Switchfoot. Like a dumbass. Like I love when people do that at 8 in the morning to me. I was like, oh my God, I know him. I'm like, so I just shook his hand and said, I know it's early, bro. Give me love. I love you. Anyway, but back to the interview. We're going on tour this summer.
This Disney thing is incredible. So at my house, we role play sometimes Disney characters, but is it the same thing? Is that what you guys were doing?
Oh, yeah. But there was a show somewhere involved in there.
Oh, there's a show. There's a show, buddy.
There's a show. All right. You know, okay. Hold on. Here's a question now, guys. This is what all the people want to know. If you were a Disney princess, which princess would you be, Matt? You first with the good hair. Matt with the good hair. That's what we're calling him now.
He's
Dude,
earned it.
I only know very few princesses, but maybe Ariel because that Under the Sea song is catchy.
Under the sea. The way she does the forks. What is it called? Fork. Right? No.
So good.
Jon, what would your Jon's like, how the hell did I end up on this tour? First they're gonna ruin my marriage. Now they're gonna what would you be, Jon, if you were a Disney princess?
So I had more time to prepare for this than you did, Matt, because I've been thinking about it the last 30 seconds. So I actually just got out of the water. I was surfing, so I feel like maybe Moana would be kind of my path.
Dope.
Nice.
You know, me in the ocean. I feel like I might be chosen for that.
Yeah.
That's great. I think mine would be Sleeping Beauty because she just pops a bunch of drugs and goes to bed, right?
Oh my!
She does, and then she's got a bunch of tiny, those little
tiny dudes like waking her up.
It's like David Lee Roth. She's like she's like.
I think that's Snow White.
She's
Snow White.
Oh, same thing.
Which one gets all wasted and just falls asleep? And she's super hot though. Jon, you have a way of speaking to people in a spiritual way that they don't even know they're being spoken to about spirituality. And then by the end of the song, they feel blessed. And that's one thing I love about your band is that you have a way of sneaking into people's life and implanting the love of something bigger and a greater being. And I love that about you. I've always loved that about you. And I'll say right now that when I was going through one of my hardest times trying to get sober, and your song Dare You to Move like changed my life. And
Wow.
it changed my life, and it walked me through rehab, and it got me through a lot of dark spaces. And not at once did I ever felt like I was being preached to. Not at once did I ever feel like it was being shoved down my throat. I felt like, wow, there is something better out there for me. So I want you to thank you. And that's the only serious thing I'm going to say to you, because now I'm going to talk about your underwear. No, and now Matt Nathanson.
Hold on. Talk to me
We have
about
plenty of
John's
this.
underwear. Underwear. I gotta know. Boxer
I mean,
briefs, boxers,
I think he's free balling. I think he's free balling.
Just came out.
I think he's free balling.
Yeah. Proud of you,
Anyway,
John.
Matt Nathan, I'm proud of you, John. Matt Nathanson, you're just a legend. You have a way with words. You're like a poet. And that's one thing I love about your albums, even your later albums now, is that you seem to get more poetic with your words instead of it being just about writing pop songs. You write poetry, and I love that about you. So, with that being said, I'd love to go further, but I know that everybody has a very crazy schedule, and maybe we can do this again before the tour. But we're all going on tour together. It's going to be amazing. We're all going to some of the most beautiful places that I think I've ever played. And so, what are you guys excited about as far as this summer tour goes? And then I'm going to get some stupid questions, but I want to talk about the summer tour just for a little bit.
John, go.
Yes. So I do feel like it's a beautiful juxtaposition. I hear what you're saying about Matt's poetry. I think, so much goodness there. And then Justin, you bring such a unique energy to whatever room you play in. Thinking back to the time we went on tour together, and just like there's very few people that harness that kind of passion and bring it every night. Excited about that, and I feel like there's gonna be, I think all three entities have this beautiful kind of family that comes to the show. Yeah, I think Blue October and Matt, there's like this longevity of the people that are coming out to these shows, and I can't wait for some of them to meet and lifelong friendships. I think music is one of the last bastions of neutrality where we can love each other and find commonality rather than just obsessing about the things that we have that are different. So that's what I'm so excited about this summer tour is the dichotomy between all these different cross sections coming together and colliding night after night.
Yeah. And the personalities. And it just feels so good to be able to just go, okay, yeah, it's John and Matt. Whew, all right, cool. I can go watch their show side stage and not worry about anything. I can even run out there and pull Matt Nathson's pants down if I want to.
You can do that. You can do that for sure.
Okay, but I won't. Okay, so Matt, what are you thinking about it? And then I'm going to get into the real questions.
You know that last summer I took my pants off in front of like 20,000 people, and it was so incredibly liberating.
Wait, you did?
Oh yeah. It was really hot, and like I was on we were doing the Matchbox tour.
You just on the Matchbox 20 tour? You
so
dropped your pants?
There were like 20,000 people, and I was like, you guys, it's really hot, I think. And I just took my pants off, and Rob came out and gathered my boots and my pants, and I played the whole rest of the set in my underwear. And I got to tell you, it was, I mean, if I could do every set in my underwear. And then Rolling Stone picked it up, and they haven't ever covered me. And then there I am with my P's and Q's, just like, and I'm not a well-endowed down there. It's, I'm going to be honest, we can all say testicles. I've got testicles, and they're large. Okay. And so anyway, it looked incredible. It looked like a softball or a grapefruit in a bag.
Wait. You're not in underwear? You were butt naked?
No, but the underpants were, if I'd known that I was going to take my pants off, I would have worn newer underpants. Do you know how sometimes on tour,
what underpants were they?
John, but you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes when you're on tour, you just put all the underwear you have for the time that you're going to be there, like 14 days worth of underwear. And sometimes you've got some that need a little help, and that you know what I mean? Like the last legs. And that was,
and you were up there in those?
Oh, dude, it was were brutal. I didn't know till after the fact, but I got to tell you, if I could play in my underpants every night, I would. And that's probably what I'm looking forward to most, actually, if you want to know the truth.
Okay. You know what we're gonna have to do, John, is you and I are gonna have to go out and get him underpants, like, and just get some sweet underpants. I mean, like snake skin, like freaking Nicolas Cage on the crotch.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
yes.
It's like,
you
know,
or like
that'd
this.
be hot, bro.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so now I've got some questions for you guys. And I think we got like 20 more minutes, and then I'm gonna let you guys go, and then we're gonna do this again. But I want to know.
You gotta answer that question too. What are you most excited about?
I thought it was the underwear thing, but I'm looking forward to.
I love how John doesn't let him get away with just bull.
Is that
He's
really?
like, no.
Might be. I don't know.
That is, I mean, that could be fun. I just think it's like it's a real joy to get to be able to play music, and we didn't get to play music for a long time during lockdown and all that stuff. And it's I don't know how much longer we're all going to be able to do this. You know what I mean? It's like it's a fleeting. We're on a rock hurtling through space in meat suits. You know, I don't know what's going to happen. And so to be able to kind of do it every night with crew and bands, you know, it's like it just feels like lately I've been feeling the fragility of it all. So I'm just going to kind of enjoy the experience of being, you know, out and about and hanging, and you guys playing and us playing. It's going to be fun, and getting to play for people that come and want to see us, and new people. It's like, I feel like it's who knows how long we'll ride this. So it's fun to be able to do it.
Well, I have a question. Yeah, me too. How does your wife deal with all the ladies that love you, Matt?
Well, the good news is that like them loving me is the least of the. You ever noticed that
though? Like all the ladies, you're like the ladies.
I'd have to say that I'm looking at a handsome group of individuals who all have their fair share of beautiful humans that come to the shows, both male and female, and do this kind of thing. Like, so you know what I'm saying? That's how we all deal with it.
We're skating around it again. Okay, now let's get. Okay,
a lot of
also look. Good.
Do you know Crunchy Sock Puppet Theater? That's how I get by.
Crunchy Sock Puppet Theater? Eric, what the hell is Crunchy?
You might have to. I don't know what the. You don't want to know, but you know what I'm saying.
Is it going to mess my history up on my Safari if I look that up?
I think it's going to be all right.
It's already messed up. I'm sober, but I'm not crazy. Here we go. Okay. I've got. I think I'm looking forward to also just hearing some of my favorite tracks. I remember meeting you for the first time, Matt, at the wine thing that we did together a lot.
Oh, yeah. Up in Napa.
Up in Napa, bro.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, you've got to meet him. You've got to meet him. And I was like, oh my God, who's this Matt Nathanson guy? And bro, you killed it out there. You'd go out there and just kill it. And every time you walk off stage, you go, Justin, hey! And I'd be like, he knew who the I was.
Oh,
anyway,
dude, come on.
Okay, so here we go. Here we go. This is where it gets serious. I mean,
seriously serious.
Family. How many kids do each one of you guys have?
Okay, I got 2.
Boy or girl?
5-year-old boy, 12-year-old daughter.
Dude, I have a 12-year-old daughter too. What's her name?
Her name is Daisy. So we gotta go get those girls together.
Bro, dude, and what's your boy's name?
His name's Elliot.
Elliot, that's great. What about you, Mr. Matt Nathanson?
One daughter who's 13, gonna be 14 in August.
Bro, that's amazing. When's her birthday?
Right there.
You and your accurate question. Sometime in August, like probably like after the first week.
Supposed to.
Bro, I have all their tattooed on me. I've got their birthdays one here.
I am
one there.
Terrible with dates.
That's okay. I've got 3 kids, one 17-year-old daughter with one lady, and then I've got 2 kids with my second wife. See how I said that? Second wife. But we've since separated, and we've got 2 beautiful kids too. One's 8. His name is Gunnar Black. I got to choose that name. One is 12. Her name is Sadie Bell. And then my oldest daughter is Blue, like the color. And what's your daughter's name, Matt?
Willa.
Willa? No way.
Yeah, after Willa Cather. Do you know the author that wrote My Antonia and?
No, I didn't know that. I was just thinking that it was after the Dark Crystal character. Willa.
Dude, did you
Come
did
on,
you
bro.
see the Jim Henson documentary, by the way? Side note.
No, is
Either
it
of
out?
you? Oh, it's fantastic. And it talks all
Okay.
about it's a lot of Dark Crystal stuff, a lot of it's fantastic if you get time.
Dude, I gotta see that. Okay, next, male modeling. Have either one of you done? This is not my questions. These are my producer Eric. He wanted to know these things. Have either one of you
Hey,
done male
what?
modeling? And if not, why not? And if not,
No.
can I? Oh,
You've probably seen these. You've probably seen these in J.C. Penney ads.
Hey,
And
you might want to see this. Look at this. Look at that.
oh, nice. So that was my male modeling. Only was a foot thing, and
Oh,
it was for an
Are
older
we all three
gentleman.
barefoot here?
Yeah, we are.
We're gonna have to put a paywall up for this video.
bro,
Yeah, is
did
it
we
weird?
just started
So-
OnlyFans?
My modeling career really only lasted for a little bit. It was for an older gentleman that I met in the park. But anyway, it was he just liked feet, I guess. It was
He
great.
paid well. He
Yeah,
said
he
I was a
did.
good singer. Okay, next question. Hobby as a child, and then what did you collect? When you were a kid, what was your favorite hobby? Or what did you like to collect? If you were a collectible kid, like coins, rabies, lice, crabs.
I did the baseball card thing for a while. You know, classic. I was living in Boston at the time. You know, elementary school kid. You got the Red Sox and
Bro.
all
Wait, are
in.
you
Oh, that's
from?
great.
Are you? What? So where were you born?
Born in California, lived in Melrose and Reading, Massachusetts for like 7 years, and
So
then
what years? Like what years were you
five
there?
from when I was like 5 to when I was 12.
So, and are we the same age? 29.
47. Yeah, 29.
So I'm a little older than you, but I grew up in Lexington. So I was lived in Lexington my whole, I'm a masshole, born and raised.
There we go. I
Fun.
can tell.
Mass.
You can tell.
I can tell.
Like it's an asshole
though.
or a
There's something
mass
really-
hole?
Just
Asshole.
it's comforting, you know. I feel like it's a beautiful thing.
Dude, I love it. I think I could have, if somebody's like a serial killer, but they're from Mass and I can hear a little bit of an accent, I'm like, do you want to be friends? And they're like, sure.
Right,
If they're like chopping up somebody, I'm just like, I just trust somebody from Mass.
That part of the world, if they say something, they're gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
A Californian, they're gonna probably not do it. They're gonna change their mind. Massachusetts, they're all in.
They're all in. Even if it's a good thing, like I'll pick you up at the airport. If it's a bad thing, like I'm gonna whoop your ass and it's gonna be the worst thing that's ever
Oh
happened
my
to you.
god.
All that. All
Oh
that.
my god.
All that. I mean,
Okay.
I've gotten my ass handed to me many a time, and they weren't lying.
Oh my, so they actually did it.
Yeah.
Okay, so your baseball cards, what was yours?
I was just a music nerd as a kid, so I bought records and cassettes, and I saw my first concert when I was in third grade. I overheard the student teacher talking about Jay Giles. So third grade is 1980, 1981, and there's the trifecta. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, essentially, of Boston rock is Aerosmith, Boston, and the Jay Giles Band. And so I overheard her talking about going to see Jay Giles and having an extra ticket. I went up to her and I said, I'm a huge Jay Giles fan. I'd love to go. And she said, well, why don't you ask your mother? And she took me to the show when I was like 8 and she was 21 at a student teaching college. And my mom dropped me off. And then we went to the Boston Garden and I saw John Butcher Access open for Jay Giles and there was no going back.
Wow.
Back to after the concert is what I want.
I wish. It was not like a Jacqueline Bisset movie like you would think.
Bro, we
Did not work that way.
Oh!
I know.
Hey, how was the concert? Was the concert good?
Oh, exceptional. The Jay Giles Band at the height of their power. It was fantastic.
Well, now I feel like a tool because I'm about to show y'all
What you collect. Bring it.
Yeah.
Dude, Garbage Pail Kids?
Wow.
Holy schnuckas. That's a lot of cards.
Wow.
John, where does that land for your baseball card experience?
That's not even all of them, bro. I got. Why am I
Bin
bragging
full.
like this? This guy is like, hold on. Yeah, that's all of them. That's all of them. I swear. Shit, dude.
Oh, that's so good.
All right, let's move on. I don't want to keep
Dude.
you guys. Favorite ice cream?
Oof.
Come on,
It
bro.
depends on the brand. I'm a lover, kind of agnostic as far as like which flavor. It really depends on the brand, because I think certain brands do certain flavors better. And I'm just a fan of the whole genre of ice cream.
Tell me a freaking flavor, John. Come
It's
on,
wonderful.
bro.
It's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. I love
Right.
this.
Who
I
here
love
has
it.
a problem with waking up in the middle of the night and having a few bites of ice cream?
But why would we call that a problem?
Because you work out every day, surfer.
Yeah, he looks
Talk
good.
it up down there.
He looks good without a shirt, probably.
Yeah, I bet he does. And I look kind of thick, a little bit like meatloaf.
I look like like I throw sacks of grain onto a boat in like 1800s in Ireland. No, it's not. It just looks like fucking.
And then we got Keanu Reeves down there, freaking.
I know, he looks good.
Fucking cut, ripped up like Anthony Kiedis. Anyway, sorry, I'll shut up. Okay, so favorite flavor ice cream, Matt Nathanson.
So I can
favorite
go
flavor.
So I have two. Salted caramel from Talenti's. I back that. I love that. But I'll be honest with you, like if I had to pick, I would say if there's an incredible vanilla, it can like change my life. Like if it's
like
done
homemade vanilla.
Just like if it's done correctly, like I can do all the fun stuff, but if you just put like some almonds in a vanilla thing and you just eat it and it's good, I could pass. I could move on to the next phase.
When he's dying, I'm gonna rush in with some Bluebell vanilla. Just give him some Bluebell.
So good, but I agree with John. I think I'm not flavors or whatever, but there are certain ones that do it. Like Jenny's makes some incredible. I mean, it's just so good.
All right, John, but what's your go-to flavor?
Okay, so if I had a gun to my head, there's a brand called Graders in Ohio.
Sure.
Okay.
It's not spelled the way it's in improper spelling.
Yeah,
I think the E is the wrong spot or something in the A or Graders.
Okay.
And they make a black raspberry chocolate situation.
I've had it.
You've had that, yeah.
Yes.
So that would be if I had to pick one, that'd be the one.
I want to say that I had some people who are fans of my music show up with a Grater's cooler, which we still have, like a soft bag full of ice cream. And it was like, what do you need from me? You want me to burn my village? Like, just tell me what you need.
You can come on my tour bus.
Yeah. So Jenny's and Graders, I think, are from the same place.
Jenny's from Columbus, yeah.
Bro. Okay.
And we're playing Columbus.
Hey,
are we going to go? I think that if we just make this tour about music, but secondarily music and primarily about finding the best ice cream in the towns that we're going to.
That's probably
Matt, can we stop for a second? Because maybe you and I aren't as cut and chiseled as this guy. He's going to be great. And then you and I are going to maybe get on stage and fart and feel kind of like rough.
Do you do the jiggle test when you hate yourself and you look in the mirror and you take off your shirt and you just jump?
Dude, check it out. My daughter, my 17-year-old, ever since I got sober and started losing stupid weight, I'll jump and she'll go, still hangy. Still hangy.
If that's not the name, yes, that's the name of the next record. Still hangy. Blue October, still hangy. I love this. It's going to be a good summer, guys.
This is awesome, man. I feel kind of like I'm not the bad boy for once.
Oh, I feel like all I do, I don't, I'm like, I don't drink. I don't, it's like, and I like
John, I'm not the bad boy this time. This is good.
We're going to eat Bluebell. It's going to be good.
It's him. It's him.
I'm the worst person at a show because I'm this mellow guy in the back who this could be my favorite song. I could be having the time of my life. And I'm just this is like me just really feeling it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And so I have a lot of grace for people. Like I try and picture the guy who's like looks like he's falling asleep. I just picture myself and just figure
Yeah.
like this guy wants to have a good time. He just doesn't know how.
Yeah. Totally.
That's my
Totally.
goal is like, how do I make me have a good time at a show and actually put my hands up? You know?
Yeah. It's like Jon sounds like not only does he love his parents, awesome. It's just like that's a huge plus. And
he loves his wife. He loves his wife, loves his kids.
But no, but he sounds like he was brought up with all the right things. It's awesome. I love it. I can't wait for it to rub off.
That's what I'm saying. I want Jon to just hold me.
Yeah. It's great.
At night. Worst
Mm.
moment on tour and probably coolest moment. Back in my drinking days, I was on opening up for I can't remember who it was. I think STP or something like that. And I went up for a high note and I shit myself. Just diarrhea like everywhere, bro.
Yo,
and
that's
it was just
exceptional.
thank you. I mean, but
you shit yourself. You shit yourself. Did it like run down out your pants?
Yeah, onto the white socks. Hey, just check this out. Check this out, though. It was on the first song of a 14-song set, and I finished the set because those people, they paid to come see me. Just saying. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, now, Jon, what is one of the worst things that have happened to you on tour?
There's too many. The funniest one was we were playing an arena, a radio show. I think it might have been with Kelly Clarkson, and it's like, like we had a song in the top 40, and we're like the only band on the bill, kind of vibe, you know.
Okay, I got it.
Really cool. They've got this jumbotron, and there's 10,000 people in there, or whatever, and
oh no,
I see this little sign in the front row. This girl like handmade this sign, and running around on stage trying to be a rock star, whatever. I go up and look at the sign, and it's handwritten, and it says, "Jon, your fly is down." And I remember distinctly turning around, looking at the jumbotron, and being like, "Oh yeah, it's definitely down."
That's so good.
Oh my gosh! This girl was just trying to like warn you, bro.
She was like 12. She's just just sweet. Like,
how awesome is it that she was there for you? Like for real. That's dope.
Yeah.
Oh,
and the other side, the other side of it was, Jon, you are the coolest, but wait, hold on. Your fly's down. What about you, Matt?
I mean, while we're on the pants and stuff like that, I've ripped my pants twice on stage from the crotch all the way down to the end seam of the leg.
Did you Lenny Kravitz it?
Yeah, but I was not. I was wearing underpants, thank God. The first time was in at the Gargoyle in St. Louis, right, and at Wash U, and a beautiful woman at the end of the show came up and took off her volleyball snap pants and gave them to me, and so that I could be in the meet and greet line. And she was just in like very small shorts, and that was really exceptional. And she ended up becoming somebody who went on to be a stylist for like Kesha and all this stuff. So I've known her since. So I still have her pants. And then I was on stage in Buffalo in front of a lot of people, and corduroy just is not my friend. And it was the second time, and I kind of went up to the drum riser, and it just ripped. And it felt like, oh my God, there's a breeze, And then I was like, I was like, God, this is, thank God. And then I looked down and I was like, and I'm turned, and there's still like most of the set to do. So I just turned around and I said, here we go.
Everybody, give it up.
We did it. We did it. We did it.
And I just can't wait to be on the road with you. I think you're both geniuses, and I've only touched the surface about how talented and how many of both of your songs have helped me in dark places in my life. You inspire me as a poet, Mr. Matt Nathanson, and you inspire me as a person and an artist, Jon. You're a bit of a spiritual guru to me. You and your brother, I've looked up to you guys when I was searching for something bigger in my life a while back. I really looked up to you guys at a dark time of mine, in your documentary, all those things. I watched it, studied it, and keep having that happiness and that joy and spreading that joy that you do. And you keep spreading that mystery and poetry that you do, Matt.
And
take care
you
of your
keep being a fucking unhinged, amazing, artistic, whack job bastard of magic.
Yeah.
Did you say I love the magic? Okay. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Go take care of your kids. Go make out with your wives. And I'm gonna call my girlfriend and tell her I just interviewed Matt Nathanson and Switchfoot. Holy crap. I love you both.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys.